Let's see if this works. Oh ho ho, we're streaming. I don't got an output though with the fish. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, hello everyone. Today's show is episode 100, Ball Stand in Your Face. We're going to be creating a ball stand. Actually, I have a hand model here that's going to display what we're going to take a peek at today. So we got a ball that has, what kind of ball is this? You got to talk loud for everyone so they can hear you. What do we got? This is a crystal. This is a pretty interesting specimen. This camera is pretty trash, so it's difficult to see. I'll be improving the camera work soon, but for now, this is the ball. Ooh, that's a nice little angle right there. When you have that little glare on that ball. So you can see it's a crystal. So if you had this ball and you put it down somewhere, it's going to roll away. And so what we want to create is some sort of a ring that this can just sit in. And since I'm an amateur, I'm going to show you how I would do that in 3D printing land. And then we'll go over to the printer and we'll go ahead and print it off. All right, so the first step that we're going to look at, let's get on to the board up here, is we're going to need to get into your Tinkercad. Once you're in Tinkercad, you can log in. You can do all that yourself, create a new design, and we're going to get ourselves started. So there's a few things that we want to do before we even start really trying to create this ring within the system. Is once we need to get some measurements. So we're going to get Heather over here, who's helping me out today, to be able to write down some measurements that we're going to be writing down on our ball. So let's take a look at what we got. So in terms of millimeters, we are around 52 millimeters is our diameter there. And so we don't need something we're going to need something that's a little bit smaller than that. So I'm thinking like a ball, like how much would you think looks pretty good? I mean, this is kind of where we're at. Thinking maybe around 30 millimeters there. So 30 is going to be our target. We want it to be around that diameter. And so let's go ahead and jump back into our screencast. And now we have a target. We know what we want to do. We're going to start building our little ring. So I'm just going to grab a cylinder out and we can throw that on the plate there. I'm going to go over there, grab a ruler, and we're going to put a ruler on it so we can get some measurements. You're going to put it right on that lower left corner. And now you see your measurements. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to increase this. We're actually pretty close. We pulled out 20, so let's just change it to 30 on both sides there. Believe it or not, we're really close to being relatively done. But what we're going to do next is just size this box down. And so we want to have enough clearance where it's kind of up. Do you want to make it really high? Heather says no. She says that would not be a cool way. It would almost be like a candle, like at that height. It would be really ridiculous. It'd probably get knocked over and make a lot of noise. Let's put that back down. I'd say in terms of height, if we're looking back at our close-up here, we have let's look at that, 10 millimeters. Go to the 10 millimeter. And look at that. We're pretty much set up in the program. All the measurements are exactly where we want to be, 30, 30. So what we need to do is take a section of that center. So I'm just going to copy and paste an exact duplicate of that center. But this time I'm going to hold Shift and Alt. I think that's the ones. Shift and Alt. And what you can do is you can size it down with that center point. I'm going to let go of that Shift and Alt. And I'm going to bring this up a little bit. And then I'm going to pull it right into the center. And because I have my increments at 1 millimeter, it's pretty easy to line this up. Go ahead and turn that into a hole. And I'm just going to drop it down just a tad. Select everything and combine. So we got a pretty good ring here. This is looking pretty cool. But now if you want to do something that's a little bit more fun, is you can pull out a ball. And so what was our original measurements on our ball? 52. So we have 52. And we need to go over here and change our other measurements to 52, and there's one other one we need to get to. Get that to 52. So there we have it. We have kind of what that ball is going to be looking like. So we'll take that guy, just kind of emulate what it might look like on that little ring there. So one little like thing that you can do, this is a little trick here, and this is actually going to be hard, is I'm going to take this off of the millimeters and go to just a 0.1 millimeter. That way I can kind of incrementally move this to position it right in the exact right place, and maybe down a little bit on top of this ring. Because what we want to do is create a slight indentation by coming up here slightly. Oh, I don't want to do that one. I'm going to Control Z on that. There, you want to click on this arrow tool, because then you can drop it down a little bit into the ring. So as we measure that up, we're going to try to make sure that it looks pretty even all around. It's generally there. There's a little bit of cleanup work we can do right there. I'd say maybe just a couple fractions of a hair, but it's pretty decent. Is you're going to take that ball and you're going to make it a hole, and you can see the indentation it's going to cut out. So I'm going to go ahead and shift and connect that, and we will combine those objects. And now it has an actual kind of like a seat. We just ate out a little bit of it so that it will just kind of sit in that ring. It's going to be really nice there. And so then it's a ring at this point. It's something you can print, but we can get a little embellished on it. Maybe put a little bit of like an initial or a shape or something like that. So for instance, we have a heart. Let's pull out a heart. Maybe we should do some lovey stuff, because that's fun, you know. We want people to love each other. So we're going to take this heart, we're going to take it down, and what we're going to have to also do is I'm going to have to rotate this. So let's do it 40. Oh shoot, I always do 45. This means 90 degrees in this case. I'm going to take it over to our little stand, and we're going to kind of size this heart up. So we're going to do a little freeform transformations here. Maybe do it a little heart like that, pull it up. Oh, that's pretty cute. Alright, let's pull this out the back. Now what you want to be careful of when you do this is you do not want to create a situation where your heart is going to be too big and you're going to lose some stability in what you're trying to create in this ring. So we'll get that a little bit cleaned up. Look at that heart right there. That looks pretty good, I'd say. It's a good location, got it lined up with that different piece. So again, turn that into a hole, click on your ring, and you combine them. And we have a cool heart little ring that we've just created. So the next step in this process is we need to get this little sucker out of this computer and printing, and that's what we're going to do next. So the next step that I do is I'm going to export it, and I want to go with an STL file. Interesting little file. I didn't even look what it's called, Frantic Sango. So this is our Frantic Sando, and we're going to be working on that today. Let's find where that is, showing our folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up in a new program. We're going to go into Simplify 3D. And you didn't see the cool little animation because it was on the wrong screen, but there we have it. There is our ring brought into the 3D world. Now, what we're doing is we're emulating the print bed that we're going to get onto in just a second. So this is where we're going to be printing. You'll see that in just a little bit. We're going to look at some things. Here's the nozzle. It's going to squirt out some juices, make this little ring happen. But before we do that, you got to do some preparation. We need to get this this ring programmed up, and there's a couple things that we'll need to do. Now, one thing that I'm already seeing that I'm just realizing is I have no profiles set up under my my profiles for processing, so I'm just gonna have to just ad hoc one right now, because it looks like I do actually have my system set up, but look, I have PLA, so let me see if I can pull this one back up. Actually, we're not doing PLA today, we're doing PETG. Can't forget about that. We're gonna do a PETG. And so do we have PETG in here? No. So we're gonna say okay, and we're gonna have to edit these process settings. And where's our advanced? Oh, there we are. So already off the bat, I'm seeing some things that are really bad. So this is 0.2 extrusion width. Okay, that's going to be fine. Maybe we can take that even down a little bit. Layers. Our additions, do we want to put a skirt? I don't think we're ready to. Oh, you know what? We'll do a brim. Infill. We're going to run this at 20. Okay, we're getting to the important part here is when we're going to get heated on the bed. So 60 degrees is a good temperature for the bed to be heated to. Though now the primary extruder, that's a little too low because we're going in PET G. So let's see. We're going to want to go actually like to 240, I think. I think that's what I've done. I might be a little too hot. Hold on a sec. Let me check this out. Nope, 240 is it. 240. So 240 is my standard temperature. So I'm going to jump in initially at 244, and then I'm going to add another set point at layer 2. We're going to start going back down to normalized 240. That should keep us printing well. So that's going to be in temperature, cooling. Now the scripts. Well, let's hope this works because this is on a new computer. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to switch up and load some different settings here. But it looks pretty much like the right settings on my computer. So we're going to hit these for prepare to print. Layer height and extrusion width would have resulted in primary. Okay, so apparently I did something bad. But we're going to probably run with that. I think that was this setting right here that we're asking about. But we're going to run with it. Perfect. It didn't yell at me. So here's our print. This is what we're going to be doing. You'll see some lines right around the ring. Those are going to be kind of the initial lines that get laid down, and then we'll be able to do the ring print. We're at a 14-minute print time. So this is an interesting kind of test on how this is going to work. So what we're going to have to do is I'm going to save this guy. And I'm going to save it to my desktop here. And we'll put that G code there. So the next step is, unfortunately, I'm going to have to email it to myself so that we can actually do it on the printer and get it onto that device. So while that's happening, what we're going to do is look at the GoPro and we're going to start up our printer. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a terrible noise that it makes when it starts up. You can see the boot up on the screen over there. That noise is going to go away in just a second. And I'm going to go in and let's get this file loaded in. Heather, you got a tattoo today. You want to show everyone your tattoo? I think you do. So we're going to go in the close-up cam. And you're a fan of dinosaurs. So as we're doing this, what do you got there? That's pretty damn cute. Alright, so those are some dinosaurs with some little in-show fun as we've been going along. Alright, I am behind the scenes right now doing some emailing stuff. Some attaching of STL files. Getting ready to load this to our 3D printer. So what you would have done in that last step is you would have got this file and you would have put it on your, oh look, I can see you. You can see me. Are you seeing my face? So what you can do is you get your file and you have to put it on an SD card in this case, because I want to put it on my SD card so I don't have to run this off my computer. Can't see what I'm doing right now behind the scenes over here. You like your tattoo, Heather? Okay, so I'm downloading my Frantic Sango computer over here. Actually, I'm going to put it directly on the device it needs to be on. Device working. Maybe. You can talk and talk to people. They want to hear your voice. You're shy of your voice? There's a lot of people out there. Oh, that's the wrong one. I see what I did. Grabbed the wrong cord. Go to this one. What's up? Yeah, nobody's gonna see this one, and that must have been an accident because I pushed in a piece of the design there. The only problem that I have is I switched everything to that other computer. So right now, I can't get my card thing reader to work, so I'm gonna have to use a different cable. Let me just pull one out. fine.
Oh.
It's fine, because that's exactly the reason I was getting away from it. Oops, sorry. It's because of that exact reason. And so, let's turn that guy off for now.
I told everybody. They were all asking how you liked my dinosaurs.
They look cute.
I told them that he thought they were super cute. And she said, and Julie says, I love ink therapy. I said, oh, and I said, oh, just that. I'm an emotional inker. She says she is too.
All right, I think we're back online. So sorry for that little intermission. I had switched up some different camera angles, some different things from last time. Look at, you're on camera. Everyone can see your face.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Everybody.
All the million viewers out there that are watching this awesome stream. Let's see here. Let's see how many viewers we have. We have one. I think it's because we're watching. Look at that. Look at that touchdown. That's a really epic shot right there. I sound so terrible. I need to like have a better voice when I stream. And I sound like a radio announcer when I do that shit. It's gonna create a loop, an audio loop online. That'll be hilarious. Alright. So basically what's happening right now, if you didn't see, in the upper left-hand corner where my face is, right here, then there is a read on the screen. And so what we need to do is we need to print it. What we did initially was just set its position, so we're going to go to print. What we're going to print is our frantic sango.g code. Boom. So you saw us design this. It's not like it was really hard, but we're just on a Friday drinking our whiskeys after a long week at doing our regular jobs, and we needed a freaking ring to put this ball on. Oh, got some dinosaurs today too. We got tattoos of some dinosaurs, so we'll show those off again. Here's not the dinosaurs, but here's one of my tattoos I'm working on. This is an alien thing grabbing an astronaut. Show your tattoo again. Yeah, there she has her dinosaurs in here. Alright, doesn't this looks like yellow. This does not look yellow in real life. This is a terrible camera, just to let you know. Look at this shot.
It's like you're drinking turpentine.
It's not turpentine. This is a nice caramel color in real human life. I wonder if I could switch to another camera. You know what? I'll put in a GoPro camera. Look at this. Look at this color over here. Look how nice that is. That's more of the real colors that we're dealing with on this. It's delicious too. This is what is it called? This is my favorite one too. It's the barrels. I think 4 barrels or something like that. Branch and barrel.
Branch and barrel.
That is the whiskey. This is a wait. It's not like... It's not the fun part of this. So if we were streaming, I guess you'd put other shit during this part of the stream. So as we work this way out, we're like, okay, let's learn a little bit more about how to do things over here in Simplify 3D. I'm so pissed off, honestly, because I have this stream for 100 episodes, and I did not prepare for this episode. I'm not gonna even lie. I just needed this to go live and had a new setup for it, so I want to try it out. I'm gonna be a little bit more organized as I do this going forward. This is just some test outs. So if you're even watching, or if you even saw this little piece of it, just kudos to you, because this is fucking shit right now. Some of it's pretty decent. We designed some things today. We are working on some stuff. We have cameras working, even though they're not the right color values. Got a girlfriend hanging out, talking about how this stream is pretty terrible right now. It's bad.
It's a impromptu stream.
It's an impromptu episode 100 celebration with Branch and Barrel. You might have known me as the guy that has the glasses that I 3D print, and I'm going to be talking about that in a more organized episode sooner.
Yep.
So, a couple of things about the setup that we can talk about today is you see there's a couple camera angles. That top left camera angle is our close-up cam. So I destroyed a couple, well, I guess it wouldn't be a destroy, but we disassembled some webcams. And I 3D printed some parts so I can mount it right around the extruder out there. You'll notice those yellow things on the side. That's part of a Pet's Fang extruder print that I had done so that I can modify this print head. And so what there's doing, it's blowing air right there. It's kind of measured it up on that extruder end. And then you just have a really nice close-up angle of the extruder, which, why wouldn't you want a nice close-up of that? And I actually use it to tune. I'm kind of unsure if we're going to even have a successful print today, to be quite honest with you. And actually, what color are we going to be doing? Because we have it on yellow right now. Do we want to switch it up in the game? Because we got to make that decision soon. So, this is going to be interesting because I don't have... Yellow schmellow.
Unless you want a different color.
Well, how about this? For our first one, because we'd have to have it hot to be able to swap a color, which it's not.
We'll wait until it's yellow's fine.
We're going to run with yellow. I think yellow's the color to go with today. So some tools of the trade is you need some calipers. This is a cool one. I just all regular reading it out on little notches and things like that. You can get some digital ones that'll get a little bit more accuracy if you're looking into something like that, and I think you'll find something. This is just a cool one that I've had around there. 3D spinner. This little dude was 3D printed. This is a 3D print completely. All the little pieces, obviously, except for the spinning things. I don't really care about it. It's just stupid, but I throw it there. Here's a zombie, but it looks like it's really fluorescent. The saturation is terrible on this camera, but it's probably better because then it would look undersaturated and really dumb. Is it kind of, are you just like, how is he talking? You can just shut up now.
No.
We do. We talk through this show. This is a talk show, and I don't know. I guess at some point, if I were able to talk, people would tell me to ask a question or do something, and then I would just do that thing. What do you want me to do? Mm-hmm. Oh, oh, you're watching it.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
So
There's two of us.
you can't
Just the two.
watch. You could put something on the chat. Let's be really weird and meta, and you're gonna text me something on the chat of the stream. Let's see how that goes.
I'm texting my mom.
Oh. How is... Alright, so let's see where the temps are at. Should probably look at the GoPro. Let's get to this angle. This one's a good one to start with. Oh, it's coming out of the extruder. Okay. We have some action going on the screen right now. So we're at 244, 242. We're about ready to kick off a print. Now this is going to be the most interesting part of this because if I screw it up, I screw it up. Alright, so these next steps are this extruder is going to move, and you can see me pinching off little pieces. The reason for that is, oh, here we go. We're off to the races. I might have to pull something off. We'll see. Let's go dashboard for a second. So what are we looking like? So it looks like it's actually going to go through a full BL Touch leveling check. So we're going through a leveling check right now. So you get to enjoy those moments. It heats all the way up to go through a leveling check. So you get to see the GoPro camera. So what it's doing basically right now is it's putting its little prober down and it's trying to find out what the level is of this thing. I've leveled it out pretty damn good. It's seemingly kind of hitting on all marks. I wish I'm gonna have to have a double one where we put that and the other camera. So let's make sure it doesn't hit anything. Oh, we're looking good. Everything's okay so far. This bed is nice and warm. Like the warm sun beating down on your beautiful face. You're just gonna be like. Alright. So we're gonna go in the close-up cam. Oh shoot, not that one, the nozzle cam. Because we wanna do. Oh crap, what is it doing? Here it goes. That's actually good. It's got to start up. So these are those outside rings. This is not part of the actual part of it. Now it's on the real one. So now we're printing. Now we're going with style. Oh shit, I don't want to change that. That was a bad move. Okay. So what's going to happen now is it's going to print the entire thing. 14 minutes. Feels like it needs just like a hair down based on my experience. Yeah, that's about it. So what I was just using was called the Baby Z step. Basically takes it down just a step. So look at this, we got a nice little angle of it just getting printed. That's all we gotta wait for is the printing now. Can you make it easy? Okay, so then we have the directorial dashboard again. What's that bowl? Be interesting here because we didn't put any supports. So if you look at kind of the layer, let's go and look at the layers, how this is going to even build. We're going to see it's going to probably melt in a little bit. So you get the ends, you're good. Okay, so right there, see it's trying to just print on mid-air. So you should have probably put a support in there, but you know, by the time it gets to this point, it's going to pull it together. We'll get what we get. Can't be perfect. We can't be perfect on a live stream like this. This was all ad hoc. We had this idea to stream like 20 minutes before this happened. All right. So I don't know if you want me to talk because I probably have a really annoying voice. I feel like I do, but I'm going to talk like Barry White right now. Talk to y'all on this stream. We're going to talk about this 3D printing right here tonight. 14 minutes later, we'll be back. All right, so let's address some things that are happening right here. Well, notice there's a little bit of stringing, and that's probably for a few things. I just set up this profile pretty quickly and live, and so because I did that, I probably missed a few things. So if we go back over to our process settings, you go on that first one, you're going to have some retraction settings, you're going to have things to be able to wipe nozzles, do a few other kind of settings and setups. I will not be comprehensively going through this thing, and I did not do that earlier. I was kind of quiet as I walked through it, but just to let you know what these tabs are, this is the way that you set up everything in regard to your printer, all the settings that you might want to pull out when you want to pull a process out and say, hey, here's all the components that I'm going to run with on my printer. So you have different filament types, PLA, PETG, ABS, you have TPUs, you have PLA+, you have a bunch of other different filaments that you can pull through, and each of them are going to have specific settings, and what I've found is that every company is going to be a little bit different, and I've just been kind of feeling my way out on this process. It's a process where you kind of look at how it prints under certain conditions, under certain temperatures. I think at this point the 240 seems like it's all right. I'm getting a little bit of ragged stuff on the edges there, and the initial part you can see that heart is starting to print pretty well. In general, it's doing an okay job. I do not like the stringing. That's not going to be something that I'm very happy with, and so I would have to tune it up. But what I'm going to do is, if I can fix my other computer that I had out there, I just literally in this stream busted my other computer. I was trying to plug something in the USB, and the goddamn thing just literally broke. And I was like, ah, crap. This is a computer I built like 10 years ago. But whatever. If I can't get it back on that computer, I'm going to have to work my way into finding these settings here and tuning this back in. And I can go with my journey. I've been like over 100 prints up to this point, so I was in total noob when this whole thing started. And the idea was I wanted to jump in and start figuring out how to do some 3D prints. And I wanted to do more practical prints, I had a relatively popular post on Reddit in regard to my glasses that I have here. So this is a design that I had worked through early pandemic by combining pieces and parts and using Adobe Illustrator, finding some templates and designs online, and I was able to come up with my own pair of glasses. So for over a year now, I've been using these little suckers, and this is how I roll because I 3D print my own crap. There's a lot of things in this room. I suppose I could use this camera to kind of show off what we got over here. So let's see here. How does this thing roll? Oh, there we go. It's like this. So what we got here is the 3D printing wall. These are all the things that, well, just some of the things we 3D printed over here at AbdoDesign. Notice that. That's pretty cool. So like this little guy right here, I think it's up at the top. You turn it on. You can't really see it great on a camera, I guess. It lights up red. That's a little build we did. We do our little guys right here. Anyhow, there's our 3D printer set up. We got a lot of junk over here. So we're going to float on back to the close-up cam area because we don't want to jack around with this too much more. Let's get more in on that nozzle. It looks like there's some problems there that we're going to have to work our way out. It looks a little raggedy. It's going too much. You probably need to clean that nozzle out. It's going a little too fast for my liking. You know what? We can slow it down for a little bit. Alright, so looking up at it close, it's stringy. Stringy would be the word. So what I probably want to look at is increasing the flow. And so some things that you'd want to look at when you talk about increasing flow is coming back to this extruder. And right now it says extrusion multiplier is actually 0.9. So you might change that to maybe even, I don't know, a 1 here. Get that a little bit more. Now the nozzle diameter, I'm pretty damn sure it's 2. But you know what? I might be wrong on that now, and I might be actually printing on a 4. So let's take a look. Got our standard diameters. Well, there's our problem. I put it on 2 and we're printing on a 4. So my big issue is I need to go over into our printer. And you saw me change that at the beginning. You saw me change it. Nobody told me don't change it to 2, Anonymous. Don't do that. You just let me do it. And you made yourselves watch a screwed up stringy ass print. That's on you. This is on me. This is on everyone that didn't help me out. Because I was a little stressed out as I was getting this all done. Well, anyways, you know what? It might be an interesting kind of first demo print. And then we know what we need to do. We need to put some supports in that heart. We're going to change the color out. We're going to be able to do all the different things to improve this print. So we're going to do this live because we're not going to be satisfied with this kind of print.
Here, drink your whiskey. That'll this one just cause.
Okay, we're back online. So we have to have our little conversations behind the scenes. And I gotta steal kisses and hugs from my girl here, because I love her.
Yeah.
I do. So, anyway, at this point, you see on this camera this ball. This is just like a random thing I found that's holding the ball. It's obviously not super cool. But that's what we're printing, is something that will be good, but what we're made is bad. We're bad right now. However this works, bad. We want good, but not bad. I'm just seeing with the camera angles. You gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Watch this. This is
good. This is bad. Bad. That over there is trash.
Uh-oh. Look what happened.
Look, it's done.
We're on the thing. Now look how trash this is.
Trash.
This is this is like a big piece of trashy trash. I love this. This is a perfect episode 100. It just shows you in life that shit's not going to come out all the time in the right way that you want it to. It's going to fuck you. It's going to constantly fuck you. But you know what? Fuck it back and enjoy what you get.
Do it again.
So let's see what we got here. So
trash.
It's going to work. It shows us the thing. Let's look at a couple pieces of it. So I'm going to clean out some of the behind the scenes of it. Kind of see, so there's a little bit there. So what I have typically is this little clippers you get with your printer. Now I would not even have to do this if this was a good print. This is just so trash that if you're watching this, you probably are not. You're just learning about printing like us. You probably thought this was about balls, and you were going to see some balls.
There's no balls.
Well, there's some balls in here.
Well, there's like one ball.
All right, so look what we got. We got to go into the close-up cam. So we're going over to close-ups. So let's see what we just 3D printed here. So here we go.
It's trash.
You can see that it has a beautiful little heart. This looks good. It's, you say it's trash, but it actually has. Okay, you're here. It's stringy, but hold it. Check it out. Now you gotta show the people. You can't just do it for yourself. So put it in the right way. Now put the little. You gotta put it the. Is it the right? No, it's upside down. See? It works.
But it works. But let's flip it over, and it works better.
Ooh, works better. So the way that you could see this, because this is a little hard to do, is that's what we created. So if you put it on here, it's like a little hat. It's like a little. Hello. I'm a priest.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it looks like an eye. I'm a cyborg. Pew, pew, pew. Okay. All right. We're not going to do this work right now. We're not going to go down that hole.
It looks surprisingly stable, though, on the ball. Like, there's a little gap there, though, we need to fix.
No, the ball is not perfectly cylindrical, would be the thing. So. Oh, shit. So what do we got to do?
Really good.
So we're going to go to
Good. You did good. Good job.
It works.
It works very well.
But so here's the conundrum here. Is I borked at this computer. It's borked. And so I can't really do shit with it. This other one, let's see, I'm going to just try to reboot it. But what we got to do here is I'm going to go to preparation, go to ABS, and I'm going to heat the end. So what this is going to do, it's going to allow this end here, let me see if I get a pointer. See this end right here? This little guy right here? It's going to heat. And what is it going to heat to? It's going to heat to one of these numbers right
4.
There. See what the little tip of this is? 240. So while that's heating, we're going to pick a new color. And a new color was already picked. What was the color, Heather?
Pink.
Pink.
I would like pink.
We need a camera that's like, okay, we're going to go to the shit camera.
It's pink. It kind of looks like a coral pink in the camera, but it's actually like a cotton candy pink in real life.
This is an overture. over to your brand. Okay?
That
So-
looks coral. It's actually cotton candy.
Cotton candy pink. Cotton candy. Okay, so what changes do we need to make? This is the thing here.
We need
So-
to make it not so stringy.
First of all, I need to get. Where's my thing? Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. 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 All right. Watch those hands, Missy.
No,
Let's see what you're doing there.
I'm watching them.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let's get into the next phase of this show. The thing that we're going to do is we're going to get this ring and we're going to reprocess it. So we got to edit some process. What did we learn? First of all, dumb-ass Adam put nozzle diameter to 0.2, which we want to increase back to 4. Extrusion multiplier, we increase that back to 1. In certain cases, you could put 1.1. Getting a massage right now, I just want to let everyone know that it feels amazing.
Back massage.
I needed it. Back massage.
Back massage.
So primary layer height. I'm gonna put that to 4. That's fine. So solid top layers, all these different parameters are fine. Like I said, I don't want to be all comprehensive on you all today, but the basic things you want to think about. Let's think about that right now. What did you just see happen? You saw it do a little bit of a measurement, so it levels the bed, and then you also saw it basically start printing. And there was 2 layers that went around the ring before it ever even started. Actually, it's 3, I believe. And so what those are called is your additions, your skirts, your brims. So there it is. That's where we say 3. So let's just increase this to 4 just so we can see how it works. And we're saying how many layers high. We only want it 1. What I like to do this for is just to like get the filament kind of squirting out, because in the initial parts of it, it's usually not ready. It takes a minute to heat up and kind of start squirting out on the bed, and you want to use the baby Z step to be able to tune it in. I use that a lot because I have not a great printer, but not a bad printer.
No, it's a good one.
So here we go with the infill. Infill is how much do you want to put in the inside? Now this is such a small print, and so what we're going to need to do is you know what? I think I wasn't showing you that other screen, so just to quickly show you, this is the skirt and brim. I wasn't showing on the screen. And this is where I changed skirt layer and outlines to 4. You want to make sure that you can kind of tune it in here. You can do all these tunes. Like basically everything off default was pretty sweet. The other thing that I'm going to just increase on this guy to this time is I'm going to put a 35. It'll probably increase our time. So info length, that's fine. Support material. So you know what? I'm going to hit OK right here. I'm going to click on this little icon, and we're going to do thing add new support structures. I'm going to put this support structure in there myself. I want to place it myself. I like that. So I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to go back to process settings and their support structures. And I don't want it to auto do that. You're going to see in a minute it's going to prompt me to say, do you want those things set up? We already worked with the bed a little bit, setting temperature, primary extruder, those little pieces. So as we're here and we're waiting for this, we're actually done with the weight. So we're going to go back over there. See, it's at 240. So hold on a second. So what we're going to do is I got Heather here to help me out, and I'm going to show you what it's like to do a little change of color over here. Look how bright and ridiculous this is. So this is you can hold it up here, and like it's kind of heavy, but this is going to be me. I'm going to try to do this pretty quick. So what I'm doing right here is I'm going over, and you're not going to be able to move it too much to see what I'm doing. But no, because it'll pull out of that computer. What I'm doing is there's an extruder that's right here, and I'm pinching it so that I can release it so it's not putting any tension or any kind of grip on this filament. But if you, and I don't think it's on this screen, do we have a readout of, we don't have the temperature. We'll see that in a second. Temperature's at 240. I'm just pulling out the filament. That's how I do it. I just do a raw dog. That's what we call it in the 3D printing world. I'm pretty sure we don't call it that, and I'm pretty sure I just offended like a shit ton of people, but whatever. I just need to get this so gotta make sure you got the angle. Oh, you're turning.
Look at all that printing stuff.
Oh, we did that. We did that, baby. We're just showing them this part right now. See, you gotta get the camera on what I'm about to do. Because it's important to use these little clippy things, and you clip it, so the next time you want to use that filament, you're gonna be good for it. So we're done with this. I'm putting that back in its little box. That's an important thing about this. Ooh, look at that. There's this box. There's me putting it back in the bag. And you know why we do this? We make sure we put these back in the bag because we do not want it to dry out. There's yellow going back on the shelf.
Yep.
Put it over here. Put it by the green. Next up, we got pink. So we're going to put it on this little guy I put up here. And over here, there's a little bit of a channel. I have a thing that if you run out of filament, it's going to find it. And this is the part where you got to feed it into the machine. So sometimes I got to clip it down on the tip. What we're going to see in just a second is I'm going to feed it in there, and then we're going to look at the tip because we're still at 240. Right now we're at 240. So all we're doing is just heating up that tip, pushing it through the extruder, and we're done. So thank you for the camera work, baby. That was amazing camera work. And just want to give you a kiss there. Okay. So let's get back to what we're about to do. Their nozzle. What do you see? What color is there, Heather?
It's yellow right now.
You got yellow. Do you see tweezers around here? I feel like there were some tweezers. I was carrying some tweezers around.
Yeah, we'll find them.
She's gonna find those. I probably just throw them on the table outside. That's probably where I put them.
I'll cook it.
Alright, so while she's finding those tweezers, I'm going to continue this part of the process. What we're going to do is I want to see pink come out of here. So I am going to do one other thing as well. I don't know what I did with those tweezers. That was a really bad idea of me. I probably just shoved them somewhere.
Are they in your pockets?
No, I don't usually. They're really pokey
Check your
too.
pockets.
They're really pokey. You don't want to. I have a different set of tweezers.
Well, maybe so, but I'd rather find the originals.
Okay, I'm terrible because I lost my second set of tweezers as well, which it's not good. Wait, I want to see that angle of you looking in there.
You're so pretty.
Yeah, you're so cute.
And
Okay,
did you check them up here?
I really don't know where I put those.
Oh my goodness.
I don't. How would I have? Okay, I just have to retrace my steps, but I'll do that in a
But
second.
you had so many.
I know I had 2 pairs that were really good. But what I want to make sure we're doing is look at that on the stream right now. It's like stuck with my hand straight up in there because I had to unplug that. The way I had to unplug it is so that we can save this. We got all the settings kind of updated on here. So I'm going to preview my process. Here's that point what I was telling you about. I was going to ask me about the support defined on the model, PETG. So I'm going to hit yes. And then there's some ratio thing that says something.
There's some tweezers right here.
Yeah, those are some little mini ones.
Little mini.
So when I look at this, I can tell that I'm not going to like that ratio. So I had messed something. I don't know what I did. But I'm going to go back over to the extrusion width. I think it was like 0.2 right here earlier when we first got into here.
Yeah, it needs to be 0.4.
So it says the chosen layer height and extrusion width settings have resulted in a primary width height ratio of 1:2. this is typically not recommended and cause poor layer adhesion. Are you sure you want to continue? So that's what we don't want to get. We don't want to get that. And where I guess I'm a little confused is what it's talking about, because we're at a 0.4 diameter. So the extrusion width, is this supposed to be a little bit bigger? Is it supposed to be a 4? Because I was at a 4 just a second ago, so let's hit that. It isn't. Height and extrusion. Let's look at the layer height. So height, maybe if I change this to 2, and I believe the extruder was at 2. Yeah, okay. Let's see what that does. Yeah,
Yeah,
again.
I have no idea what you did with them. Good job hiding those.
Yeah, I hit them pretty
You hit 'em.
pretty good.
Did you stick them in the box?
No, I probably did. It's actually looking good. Look at this, is a 21-minute print. I actually think this is gonna look okay. The one problem that I'm seeing though is what it's probably telling me is that extrusion width is auto. Let's see what that does. Okay. It looks good. Let's
Don't
save
feel
this.
them in there.
No, what? Not in there? Okay. We still streaming? I guess we are, right? Look it. There was 3 playbacks. Oh, we're back down to one person. It's a really popular stream today. I can't believe I lost that. That was just terrible.
Where did you put that? That's amazing, babe.
Like
There's only so many places it can be.
yeah, you would think that. So let's go to the close-up cam. So we're looking at this close-up cam, and it's kind of stuck right now. And I think that's also because we'll see here. Oh, well, the nozzle is still hot. I'm gonna go ahead and prepare it and still heat it up. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. Because remember, this is the part that I was about to show.
Mm-hmm. No idea where you put those. I've looked literally everywhere multiple times.
Where it was just at. That's what I do, folks. This is one of my problems. Look at you, perfectly under the thing over here. It's an interesting day, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Streaming in the Streamlab. That's right. Alright, I think I'm going to look over here and see if I've shoved it.
You would have had to have, because I don't know where it's at in here. I've looked everywhere.
Yeah, I don't even freaking know how I would possibly lose something that hard.
I'm about to do playback on the video and find out where
Go watch the playback so we can figure out where I'm at. Somebody tell me in chat where the frick I put the things. There's like 2 sets of them, but one of them it was already a long time ago. Well, let's go over to my close-up cam. Not that one. That one's gonna apparently just be like that. But with this, I'm gonna cut that little sucker off. What I'm gonna do.
it's a mystery.
It's the mysteries of the world. I looked in my pockets. They're not in the pockets.
I'm gonna check in the pockets.
Check those pockets. I put that there just now.
I don't care. I'm checking it again.
Wait, I found one of them.
Yeah, that's one. That's not the one you're looking for.
No, this is the one I was working for.
That's the better one. If I
Okay.
have a set like that, I can give you.
Oh no, I just bought the set. Okay, I found them. Wait, did we have
Maybe use the solar ones.
This, oh, it loaded. The computer loaded.
Yoo-hoo.
All right, that's a good thing. All right, so what we're gonna do right now is, you see this little like thing right here, and I just pulled it off. It's gonna turn pink. It's gonna squirt pink. It's yellow right now, but it's gonna squirt pink, and that's what we're looking for. So now it's squirting out. It's like a constipated donkey. That's what we call this machine. The constipated donkey.
The constipated donkey.
Squirting out the yellow. It's gonna start squirting out its guts in just a second. How is it still yellow? What the hell? Does anybody see any pink?
Nope.
It's pinkless yet. So we don't want to do this thing with the... Okay. I feel like I'm seeing some color change. It's very slight, but it's happening.
Slight, but it's...
Oh, it's pink. It's changing pink. This is a change. That almost looked like a jump cut. That was not a jump cut. That was like straight continuous.
It's still,
Ow.
it's still yellow.
That hurts my hands to push that. No, it isn't. Look at that. That's
It's still
pink.
Yellow.
Look on the screen.
It's yellow still.
There's pink in there's pink in... Alright, we're gonna push it through. I'm really pushing hard, baby. Dang, made you probably drop your glasses.
Out my glasses.
Yeah. I think we're going with pink right now. You here. You look at this. Is this pink?
And
It's pink, everyone.
that's more pink on the nozzle now.
Just like, it looks like a little pigtail. Looks like a pigtail. Ow! I just smashed my head into the freaking mic. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out. I want to see if I can live, because we're live going right now, and I had to unplug one of the cams. Wait, is this still close-up cam? Here we go. Let's see how we can do this. Deactivate and activate. Yes! We got it! We got it, people. It was a good moment in live streaming history for AbdoDesign. Write that down in the history books. Okay, so back to Stream World. Where are we at? Oh, okay. So we're gonna go here. What we want to do is I'm gonna just do a prepare, and I'm gonna go with a cooldown. You seen this? Cooldown. And then I'm gonna go to prepare and an auto home. And why do we want to auto home it? I want to set it. I want to set it to its default state. We're just two of us. Watch the damn show. What's wrong with you people? I'm gonna show you something cool. Look at this 3D print. Oh, that was not nice. I
got one of those and they're cool as hell.
I'm gonna have to figure this out.
I really like that.
It looks like a doily. It's like a doily.
No, it's not a doily. Maybe a techie doily.
It's a tech doily. Tell me that that's not like a cool 3D print. This dude online gave this to the world, and I printed it. It took 24 hours for this. 24. For the black version, which I like the best. I did a clear version. See, this is what 3D printing's all about. It's not about just like being all weird and just like chilling in front of a computer, about drinking whiskey and figuring shit out. terribly. What the hell else would I be doing right now? Well, I can think of some really better things, but tonight this is what we're doing. We're live streaming. What's up, Caleb?
Do you think I can spend the night tonight?
Come here. We're doing a show.
Okay.
So here's the show. We're live streaming right now. We're on YouTube. So this is Caleb. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hi.
People really can hear you right now. This is the mic. It's live right now on YouTube. So what was the question? You gotta ask the audience. They can see you kind of on one of the shows. There's 5,000 people watching this stream right now.
You play baseball? What do you play? On a Sawzy. On a Sawzy. Okay.
We're not kidding. You want to see?
Sure.
See,
It's on there.
See, we're live on YouTube right now.
It's on there.
So if you want to see yourself, let's see here. Go over to this GoPro cam. See, you're right there. See? On the screen over there? Oh, you're moving around.
So what position do you play in baseball? I play catcher. Catcher? My son plays catcher too.
So what are we're talking about baseball here
Yeah.
with Caleb. And you were asking to spend the night at my house tonight. What kind of shenanigans are going to happen if I let you stay at the house tonight? The kid doesn't know. Alright. Well, let me show you something, Caleb.
Okay.
Come over to this 3D printer over here. See this thing?
Yeah.
What we're doing is 3D printing. And we're going to start something with 3D print. So I'm going to tell the computer to go print this thing. And it's going to do that. I'm pretty sure you can spend the night. Do you have any stuff that you had brought over? Did you go get some
Yeah.
stuff? Did your mom already know? Did you
Yeah.
ask her? Is she going to bring you over a bag?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to get hungry?
Yes.
You telling me that I have to buy you guys some food?
Yes.
Somehow provide some sort of sustenance for your game-fueled night
Yes.
of video games?
Yes.
I already knew that was going to happen. Do you have an Xbox?
Yes.
Here?
No.
Okay. So you can say we're gonna have to set up 2 Xboxes.
Okay.
Or wait,
Yeah.
are you playing Fortnite tonight?
No.
Okay. Thanks. It's been nice interviewing on the show. We'll talk to you soon.
Here, Joey.
Caleb is so... Alright, so we're waiting for the bed to heat up here. If you're wondering what the hell's all the waiting about. See, this is what 3D printing has an interesting aspect about, because a lot of it's just being patient. It's the hanging out, waiting for this damn machine to do the things.
Yep.
So you gotta fill the gaps of time with entertaining life of regular human stuff. Talking to kids about spending nights, and man, it makes me want to get some pizza. Are you gonna?
Pizza's
Mm-hmm. Pizza's like a natural fallback when you have kids at a house, because you get a copious amount of food. You can throw some of the leftovers in the fridge, and you can still eat it throughout the night. So you as an adult, because of the crippling experience of the years that you've been alive, have taken you to going to bed much earlier. The kids are gonna be up and hungry.
right.
You get to
Especially
the
if they're up playing
Fortnite. I don't know if that's what they're gonna play tonight.
or Apex or Warzone or whatever the hell they're gonna play.
They play Minecraft. They're not gonna play
I want
Minecraft.
Philippines in 7-2. Do a capture off.
We're looking at the nozzle right now. I'm going to do a little rap about the nozzle.
No rapping. No.
She says no rapping. I wasn't really gonna do it. I'm just making sure she has a good leash on me right here.
Oh, I didn't finish.
She did a good job.
No rapping.
She stopped. That was actually just a test. That was a test of the emergency stopping me from saying something stupid.
Kicking you in the butt syndrome.
I get it. I got it. The awkward meter hit to the right level for her to kick me. We're just killing time right now. Nobody's gonna ever watch this. Who's gonna ever see this? Ever? Nobody. And you can't even see that I just kissed you.
Yeah, no, they're watching the nozzle.
We're just watching the nozzle. It's just like a little nipple nozzle. It's heating up. There's shit going on. Like that little reflective bed. Do you see behind the scene? Do you see the GoPro? You see the GoPro. That is the camera. It's amazing. Yes? Oh. I was too excited. This is what goes on in my brain.
I know. Your rainbow mess.
You're like...
It's super cute.
You're like, I work for...
No. Aw, you're so cute. Oh, I just love you.
I love you too, baby. And 3D printing our us.
Mm-hmm.
You technically got a stand. Let's just put that on the table. If you want to get down to it, it wasn't a complete disaster.
No, it works just fine.
But to stream this long, for how long have we been streaming retardedly? We're currently to an hour and 21 minutes. It's a little ridiculous. Memorial Day weekend, episode 100. Ball stand in your face.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost to the print. I swear, we're close.
You're close.
Look at one. Let's watch the count up on the nozzle. Where are we at? What's the temperature?
45, 55, 56.
Oh, so you're a little bit delayed.
Oh yeah, it's a delay.
If you're looking at the actual live stream. Uh-oh. We have extrusion. It's kind of like, hey.
It's about time.
I'm coming out. I want to 3D print on you guys.
Oh
I want to 3D print all over you.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. This is a rated R channel. I told you that.
So.
No kids are gonna be watching this shit. They are. This isn't made for you. Go to sleep. Be a good kid. Go clean up your yard. Go mow the lawn. Wash the dishes. Don't watch this trash, eh? Alright. Oh! We are moving, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in 3D print mode. I don't know. What's the best one? We're going to go dashboard on this one for a second? Let's dashboard this. I think it's going to do the full BL Touch walkthrough. So if it does, let's just see what that looks like. Yep, it's doing it. So you can see that little red thing. See, it puts a little thing. Boop. And if you look on the screen, there's like a box or rectangle that's highlighting numbers. And then the very far right side of it, you're going to see some numbers that are being the readouts. So right now, 4.93 and 4.92. So that is trying to measure some distance. I actually don't even know what that distance measures, but I've always tried to keep those exactly the same. Because I feel like if you can get those the same, you're good. Now, I've got them pretty dang close. over the years of using this printer. Now that one's 519 or 512, 517. That back area is hard. There's some inconsistencies in my bed that are going to create some issues, so you're never going to get it perfect. So the next step is it's going to go straight to print. So I'm going to change, and you're going to see on the screen here, I'm going to tune it, and I'm going to change the baby Z step. So I have that ready and primed. We're going to kick over the nozzle now, because we want to see how close it is to the bed once we start actually doing the print. So you can see it's a little too, that's about right where we want it. Let's see if it's even spraying anything out. Oh shit, we might have... Okay, there it goes. That's looking better. This is looking better right off the bat. So I'm going to just put it down just a hair more. Let's see. Let's go to 1. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is officially looking like a much better print right off the bat. You got a lot of good extrusion material. The distance from the bed is right on. The only thing we really aren't going to know about is the extraction. We're going to see that in just a second here. So this is a 21-minute print. Let's see here. So what we got here, right about that area of the print. This is good. It's very good. I think the stringing might still be an issue. I can't tell if that's just because the nozzle's all dirty. Always wipe your nozzle. You always got to clean your nozzle after you do a really hot print. Squirting out a lot of filament all over that bed. Sometimes it needs a little cleanup. Clean off that hot nozzle right after it's done. Rated R. Mature audiences only. You know what I did is I made it go too fast. So now I'm going to commit these changes of that negative 0.199. And here's a little trick. Because I do a lot of fine tuning. Because I'm just turning the thing. And you're going to see that number is 90, 88. So I'm slowing down the print. Slowing it down. Because I want it to go a little bit slower than it actually is. So it's going to maintain the temperature. But I slowed it down by 15%. Now the hope here is that we're not going to have too much stringing, which I'm seeing a little bit of it, so I'm not happy with that, but the actual layers, much better than before. We're not going to have all this, these issues to have, and we're going to also have support for that heart. So we're going to check back in. I'm going to leave it on the dashboard angle, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. This is looking much better. This just goes to show you the first time around it's not going to always be perfect. This is looking really good.
Yeah, so it's a lot better.
That's right. See, look at this. That's beautiful. Much cleaner. Much more uniform print. None of this other bullshit that we're dealing with. You don't just settle for the bullshit. You hear what I'm saying? This is the crap that we fucked up with in the beginning. Wish I had a real close-up cam, one that wasn't so terrible. Can't really see it to show you, but it's like super flimsy and you could see between the layers here. You can see it like right here. Heart, I mean, it's basically a heart. You can see it. You did a good job. Feels like it actually fits in there pretty nice. I like it. All right. Man, this is looking beautiful. There's a little bit of stringing crap in there, but you know what I'm noticing as well? Is anybody noticing anything? Yeah, that's right. The supports have not printed. Something has gone wrong with the supports. Because we should have a support in there. Let's go take a look at the screencast and see what happened. Look at that. See, it's supposed to have that support right there. But something screwed up. Where did it screw up? Rewind that video and figure out where it screwed up. Because you should have a support. But we already know from the other print that's going to probably be okay. We're going to be okay. You're not going to have that little tiny thing that makes it look like a pair of cleavage or a little butt. But you know what? It's going to be okay. We got our ring. We got our heart ring. See, look at, ooh, squirted out right there and boom. Wrong place. It's trying to print over thin air. And now it looks like it's a little tail. Here, it's going to do it one more time. I wonder if I could grab that. Nope. Bad move. Don't try to grab that. It's going to try to do it one more time. Watch this. It's going to try to print over air. Oh. That's so nice. Look at, whoosh. It's 3D printing on air. You didn't know it could do that, did you? It's amazing. Alright, I guess you gotta Your thing's almost done, and then you can go home. You can leave me with 2 boys. So it just goes to show you, you don't have to be perfect. And you're going to get your things you need. So we're closing in on fixing this guy up. We'll be pretty close to done with this little guy right here. The king. All right, there we have it. 3D printing has finished. That's what we printed today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little bit better. We have some better layers together. You can see there's a little bit of separation, so we're going to be tuning this in. Thank you for tuning in for episode 100. This was a total shit show. Not really what I would expect this channel to be, but whatever. You're going to have enjoyment of seeing what this like as we continue going on. So, laters.